What happened when my brother tried to cut me out of our father's inheritance, but the truth came back to haunt him? When Dad died, I thought the hardest part would be grieving. He'd been our rock, a quiet man who worked 2 jobs to keep food on the table after Mom left. What I didn't expect was that my own brother, the person I trusted most, would betray me. At the funeral, Mark pulled me aside, his hand heavy on my shoulder. "Don't worry, Dad's will is simple. I'll handle everything." I nodded, grateful. Mark was older, more experienced. I was still figuring out my own career. If anyone could manage Dad's estate, it was him. Weeks later, we met at the lawyer's office. Mark arrived early, sitting smugly in the corner. The lawyer read the will aloud. The house, the savings, even Dad's old truck all left to Mark. My stomach dropped. "That can't be right," I whispered. Mark shrugged, avoiding my eyes. "Dad thought I was more responsible. You're young, you'll build your own life." Tears blurred my vision. I'd been by Dad's side through every hospital visit, every late-night call. Mark visited occasionally, but I was the one who held his hand when he passed. To hear I was left with nothing felt like a knife in my chest. Afterward, Mark leaned in close. "Don't make this ugly. Accept it." I tried. For weeks, I convinced myself maybe Dad really had left everything to Mark. Maybe he thought I didn't need it, but something gnawed at me. Dad was fair to a fault. He once split a single candy bar between us down to the crumb. Would he really leave me with nothing? One night, unable to sleep, I dug through Dad's desk drawers at the house. Bills, old letters, photos, and then a thin envelope at the back. Inside was a handwritten note, dated a year after the will we'd read. It said, "To be attached to my will. The house will be divided equally between my children, Mark and Emily. My savings shall be shared 50-50. Signed, Robert." My hands shook. A codicil, an amendment to the will. The next morning, I took it straight to the lawyer. His eyes widened. "This changes everything. If this is valid, the estate must be split equally." But when Mark found out, he exploded. "That's fake. You forged it." The lawyer shook his head. "The signature matches, and witnesses are listed, we can confirm." Mark's face turned red. Dad told me I deserved it all. But when the witnesses confirmed the document, his lies unraveled. The court ordered the estate divided equally. Afterward, Mark cornered me. His voice shook with rage. "You embarrassed me. You made me look greedy." I stared at him, hurt and furious. "You were greedy. Dad wanted fairness. You tried to erase me." For months, the tension tore our family apart. Relatives whispered, some siding with him, others with me. But in my heart, I knew the truth. I hadn't stolen anything. I had only fought for what Dad intended. The money helped me finally pay off debts, but the betrayal scar cut deeper than any financial wound. Even holidays became awkward empty chairs where Mark and his family once sat, excuses piling up, cousins forced to choose sides. It felt like I'd lost not just my father, but my brother too. And yet, as painful as it was, I realized something important. Dad had trusted both of us to honor his wishes. Mark chose greed, I chose truth. That difference will always define us. Years later, when I drive past Dad's house, our house, I think about that hidden page. How close it came to staying buried. How my brother's betrayal could have rewritten my father's legacy. And I remind myself, sometimes family isn't defined by blood. Sometimes it's defined by who honors the truth and who tries to bury it. And the hardest lesson of all, once trust is broken inside a family, rebuilding it feels almost impossible. Betrayal doesn't just change relationships, it changes who you become.